Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So, I just want to say, the whole I know I don't really talk about serious things on here, but I mean, I feel like this serious thing deserves my thoughts and my opinion on the whole thing. I have seen other channels talk about the whole ice situation that happened this past week, and I'm sort of on the fence. I mean, I don't really know the entire story, but from I have seen like actual footage of it from like multiple angles and whatnot. To me, it seemed like the person who did get uh what's the word, because of restrictions and stuff, um the person who did get permanently away, let's put it that way, um or just gone, um was kind of obstructing. Well, the the person who was there in the car seemed to me looked like they were they were stopping whatever was happening, I mean, in my opinion, things could have been handled a lot better. But then again, you gotta think of it as you gotta think of like, okay, if they're not there for me, why should it matter? You know, I mean, there's a better way to handle things, and I don't know if this person was a part of a ice watching group, which why? Why would you want to watch out for ice if it has nothing to do with you? You know, but I mean, also also the perspective of the ice agent who did the um shooting. Self-defense is a reasonable cause, but the dude put his self in front of a car, which, okay, granted, fair enough. You want to like make sure the person in the car does not go um doesn't leave without you talking to you wanted to make sure that the person behind the wheel gets out of the car, or you wanted to peacefully have the person behind the wheel get out of the car. And from the angle that from the perspective of the ICE agent before he did the shooting or the um taking of the life, it seemed like the person was more being a douche, a female douche, and kind of like being sarcastic, but also being like, it's okay, like kind of being antagonistic, like an antagonistic douche per se. In my opinion, she did kind of sound like a sarcastic, antagonizing douche. From my opinion. But then the other person was like, said something about, why don't you get a hamburger, big boy? That that was just a dumb fucking move. Like, okay, clearly, these freaking people, I don't know, one looked like a dude. I looked like a dude, sounded like a chick. I can't really tell with these freaking people anymore. Um, or with people anymore. But I mean, the dude put himself in front of the car, which I can see, because like certain you wanna make sure that they stay where they are, you know, and I'm on the fence about this whole ICE situation, but honestly, from a perspective, from the ICE agent is saying self-defense, and from the angle, from like multiple angles I've seen from the footage and other people talking about it, or other channels talking about it, this whole situation, I think self-defense is a good clarification. And yeah, I mean, it was right to say self-defense, but then again, I understand adrenaline is a very real thing, and sometimes when your blood is pumping and whatnot, and you have that adrenaline rush, you you tend to black out at times. I've blacked out multiple times because of adrenaline and whatnot. But I mean, from multiple angles, it kind of does look like the person who got their life taken did kind of hit him. And I do mean kind of hit him, even though he did manage to get away or get out of the way with no injuries. Maybe no injuries. I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, it sucks. It totally sucks. But honestly, better things could have happened and been handled much better in a much better way, in my opinion. But that's that's all that really matters. Is like, yeah, there could have been better ways to handle the situation, but then again, you should not make a first responding person who's there trying to do their job not do their job, because you're now the main focus of the original purpose of why they are there in the first place. And look, Ice, I don't really know too much about Ice, but in my opinion, the look, there are some decent illegals here trying to do the best, you know, and trying to make a better life for themselves and their families, you know. But I mean, from from a perspective, from a person who's trying to make their opinion and voice their opinion on pop culture and everything else, just be kind, rewind, and like just most importantly, be kind and rewind. That's it. Yes, I know. Uh, that's a good movie, but also also be calm, stay calm. That's it. That's all you have to do. The most important there's multiple life lessons to learn here, and that is one, be calm, stay calm, and be kind, rewind. If it doesn't have to do with you, don't worry, you know. But if it does, be peaceful, stay calm, be calm, stay calm, and handle things peacefully. That's it. You know, you don't need to make a bad situation or a difficult situation more difficult than it needs to be. You know? But then again, that's just my thoughts, my opinion. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far for right now. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks. Catch you guys on the flip side. I'm a footloose onto the next video. And I'm gonna do some I'm gonna have some new videos for you guys soon. Um but anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far for right now. Once again, please like, share, subscribe, and if you want to comment your thoughts and your opinions on this whole thing. But also make sure it's let's keep comments fair, you know, if everyone has their opinions and thoughts on everything, and let's be respectful in the comments, and you know, and whatnot. But no shaming or bashing anyone in the comments. Just for the record, if you feel one way, you feel that one way. If you feel another, you feel another. But anyways, once again, that's all I have for you guys so far. For right now, please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Catch you guys on the flip side. I'm a Footloose. On to the next video.